Welcome back to everybody to Psych Your Mind. I am Alex and we are back at it with another video today. And remember, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. And I'll appreciate it if you hit that like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and also share the videos if you find it interesting. But open your mind and join me along for the ride. Let's go.
I don't think you understand how cooked we are. Look at this shit. This is fucking insane, dog. They are now bringing people and insects back from the dead, and they're plugging it in with AI, and it makes it alive again. Like this one is playing with human brain cells. They plugged it into a video game, and the human brain that's dead is playing the video game. And then this one with flies. This fly was rendered dead. They took the little cells in its body, plugged it into AI. They're not controlling it, by the way, and the fly is acting real. It is doing things that the fly would do in real life. I don't think you guys understand. They're coming for you and me, and there's gonna be a reality where you can plug your brain into this shit. That's fucking
your feet and hydrogen peroxide for 10 minutes before you go to sleep. By morning, your entire immune system resets. After 1 week, chronic infections disappear, which leads me to what it does to your body. First, it kills fungus and bacteria instantly. Hydrogen peroxide releases oxygen, fungal cells, athlete's foot, and nail infections overnight. Secondly, it pulls toxins through your skin. Your feet have thousands of pores. The peroxide draws out heavy metals and chemicals through your feet. Third, the oxygen absorption. It boosts your immune system. The oxygen absorption produces white blood cells throughout your body. Fourth, it softens calluses and dead skin. And fifth, it improves circulation. The oxygen produces blood flow to your extremity.
Now this one, the United Nations are headquartered on Mount Hermon, which just happens to be the mountain that Jesus ascended on, and also happens to be the mountain that the angels, the fallen angels from heaven in the book of Enoch supposedly fell onto. Guess what? It's also located on the 33rd degree latitude and longitude mark. They're so weird. I don't get it. This is my driver, and I just, you know what? I'm not in the club, and I don't want to be, but I want to know why it's always 33. That's all. That's all.
It's amazing how many billionaires there are in this world that you've never heard of and are causing complete havoc to this world, like these two right here. This is Stuart and Linda Resnick. And let me just give you an overview of how evil these two are. To begin with, these two basically stole California's water supply. See, they own the Wonderful Company, which owns all these companies. And also so much farmland in California that it's almost 4 San Francisco's worth. So they need a lot of water for their products. And in 1988, the state of California, with taxpayer dollars, built a Kern Water Bank. And the Resnicks, with their money and political influence, were essentially able to steal that water, which at the end gave them 60% control of California's water resources, and taxpayers have to pay them to get water in times of drought. And not only is this Chinatown level evil stealing the water supply from the people, they're also trying to kill a law in California that would protect farm workers. There was a law passed by Gavin Newsom in 2022 that would have allowed farm workers to unionize. And they do not like this, so they've been again using their power and political influence to try and kill that bill. And if they're successful, they're gonna take farm worker protection back to before the 1960s. I'm telling you, 2 white people can cause more damage and hurt more people than fucking every single Latino in this country combined, yet they won't be front page news on how fucking evil they are.
Archaeologist who discovered the blood of Jesus, but he took it to the wrong lab.
They said, Mr. Wyatt, this human blood only has 24 chromosomes in it. Everybody else has 46. You see 23 from your mother, 23 from your father, 22 autosomes from your mother, 22 autosomes from your father. You get an X from your mother, you may get an X or a Y from your father, all right? This blood had 23 chromosomes from the mother's side, one Y chromosome only. You see, the child could not have developed if they hadn't had the autosomes from the mother. So all of his physical characteristics were determined by his mother's side of the family, her autosomes. His maleness was determined by this one Y that came from a source not a human male. Then they said, this blood is alive. And then they said, whose blood is this? I said, it's the blood of your Messiah.
I went through a lot to find that video because it's been scrubbed from a lot of archives, and I find that weird if he's just another crazy scientist. Anyways, this is my driver, and I don't know, that's the most compelling piece of modern evidence that I've seen. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyways, let's smash it. Oh, I almost knocked it off the tee.
Donatio. And we like that idea, since we consider ourselves children of the sun. We thought that was pretty nice. However, the fact that the sun appeared to be bloodthirsty and wanting your blood, that was not very nice. So we had to say, well, that's Donatio, and he gives us light and warmth like a good father. So it didn't make sense that he would also want to eat us up while he's giving us that light and warmth like a good father. It was a few years back that our grandfathers told us where the sun was hidden on this calendar system. In the 70s, two anthropologists came out with the information that this was not the face of the sun, but of the earth. Even though that information has come out, has been published in many books as well, like I said, even today they still call it the sun god. So we're very interested in pointing out who this really is.
There is currently major controversy surrounding the United Farm Workers pioneer Dolores Huerta, who claims that Cesar Chavez sexually abused her decades ago. And I don't believe that any of this is legitimate. A lot of these random allegations that come forward years later are due to political movements and grant funds like Me Too with Jennifer Newsom. And here's what I have to say. Dolores Huerta operates a nonprofit foundation, and most recently she brought on my former boss, Alegria de la Cruz, the former Sonoma County equity officer, to lead her governmental affairs. Dolores Huerta, through her organization, I have the emails, advocated to sell out her own people, to sell out the farm workers. So when we all evacuate during the fires here in Sonoma County, we've had a tremendous issue with wildfires. When we all evacuate and we're not allowed on property, Dolores supported an agricultural pass so that the farm workers are given a little badge like Nazi Germany, and they can continue to go work in the fields, inhale the smoke, and be exposed to detrimental conditions while being circled by the sheriffs. So Alegria, if you can recall, was a trustee for Santa Rosa Schools who was adamantly against law enforcement. But this bitch pushed through the equity office to enslave her own people during the fires. So I'm sorry, you bitches are cracked out, and I think you're lying and you want the grant funds. So God bless you. I hope you find Jesus, but I don't know that any of this is legitimate.
During the end times of tribulation, there will be 7 bowls poured out upon the earth of God's wrath, according to Revelation. Here are those 7. A lot of people don't talk about this or don't like to talk about it, but if it's in the Bible, it needs to be talked about.
Revelation 16 records it clearly. When the echo of the last trumpet finally dies away, 7 angels step forward holding 7 golden bowls filled with burning wrath. This time it's no longer a warning. It's the final reckoning for humanity's rebellion. The first bowl is poured out on those who carry the mark of the beast. Painful, burning sores erupt across their bodies. Choose the wrong side in faith, and the body pays first. The second and third bowls crash into the seas and the rivers and springs. The blue ocean turns into a sea of blood. Fresh water becomes blood too. The world is forced to drink with its own mouth the violence and slaughter it poured out with its own hands. The fourth bowl darkens the sun. It's no longer warm light, but a furnace blasting straight into your face. People are scorched in agony, yet they still look up and curse God, refusing to turn back. The fifth bowl is poured directly onto the throne of the Antichrist. His kingdom collapses into pitch black darkness. Those who once mocked faith begin to weep and grind their teeth in the night. The sixth bowl unleashes the final deception. Unclean spirits move among the leaders of nations, pushing armies toward the final battlefield, line by line. Everyone thinks they're still in control, not realizing they've already stepped onto the blade edge of the end. And just when everything looks locked in, Christ will appear suddenly, like a thief in the night, and with a single word from his mouth, he shatters the Antichrist power and pulls his people back from the edge of the fire. When the seventh bowl is completely poured out, foundations split, cities collapse, mountains slide, and massive hailstones smash down from the sky. Those who spent their whole lives telling God no, finally realize there is truly nowhere left to run.
Jesus just wants our hearts. That's it. He saved us from death. It's sad to me that so many people just don't want anything to do with him.
This is apparently Mount Sinai. There's video footage of all this. The top is still burned. Became a type of a volcanic glass like obsidian or something. It actually burned the rock. There's also apparently the altar that Aaron made with a golden calf. They made the golden calf on the altar, but on the side of the altar, they drew a picture of a calf, a cow. Still there. God told Moses to smite the rock and water would come out. A lot of folks think this is the rock that Moses smote. That rock sticking up on that mountain is 5 stories tall. 50 feet to the top of that rock, as tall as these trees around here. And it's split right down the middle. On both sides there are erosion marks. Water came pouring out of that rock. We have sulfur balls. I've got some here on the table. These are actual sulfur balls from Sodom and Gomorrah. They're 99.9% sulfur and they're burned out. These sulfur balls specimens were tested by Michael Bonilla, a friend of mine up in New York. He said they were 97.4% pure sulfur when he had them tested. Millions of these sulfur balls are over there, right in that one area. It literally rained burning sulfur. So hot that it took the bricks of the city and baked it into ash. No place else in the world has these phenomena. We've got hundreds of them in our museum out here. Sulfur balls from Sodom and Gomorrah.
Think about this. Royal, R-O. Rothschild, R-O. Rockefeller, R-O. Romanov, R-O. Rolex, R-O. What are they trying to do? R is the 18th letter. O is the 15th. 18 plus 15, 33, baby. Every single time. Well, that was it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I hope you liked what I put on for today. It might have been a short video, but there was some good stuff in there. And if you guys did enjoy what you guys seen today, remember, hit the like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share this video. And I know you're probably like, what the hell's going on, dude? Why is it so dimmed? But I'm in my car. I gotta do these videos either at work or when my kids are already asleep. It's hard to do videos when you got 5 kids, and then you got house chores to do and other things, so it makes it a little tough to do videos between the days. So I gotta wait for my kids to be asleep, or I have to do them between my lunch break and my breaks at work. So that's how it works for me. But I highly appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And thank you once again. I'm out and about like this. I'll see you on the flip side. And don't forget that Jesus is King. Let's go. See you guys on the next one.